الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. After Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala helped Bani Israil, they are to travel there. So all of Bani Israil is very happy, very excited, and they're ready to join Musa alayhi salam on this trip. But these people had this constant problem of second guessing and doubting everything. Every time something was said to them, they would doubt it. Even if it was coming from Allah, even if it was coming from the Prophet of Allah, even if Allah had revealed it in His book, they would not accept it unless they saw it. And if what they saw it seemed a little different, they would not be ready to take it. Their iman in the unseen was very, very weak. And they had this disease of always choosing what their brains told them instead of choosing what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told them. So just after this incident where they've witnessed the open miracle of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where the same water that parts for them into 12 paths, it closes on Fir'aun and his people and drowns them, destroys them. Right after this, they see some people worshipping idols, and they think it's a very novel, very unique idea that you have your God, you can carry them around with you, you can see them, you can talk to them. So they said to him that, can we have something like this? Can you make an idol for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as well, so we can worship Him in this way? So Musa alayhi salam got upset and he made them understand, and they continued their journey. Now on this journey, he, by the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, chose 12 chiefs, 12 leaders who were to look after the affairs of the 12 tribes of Bani Israil. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised them that I'm with you. I'm with you provided that you keep praying, you keep giving your charity, you believe in my prophets, and you support them in whatever they are telling you to do. لَإِنْ أَقَمْتُمُ الصَّلَاةَ وَآتَيْتُمُ الزَّكَاةَ وَآمَنْتُمْ بِرُسُلِي وَعَزَّرْتُمُوهُمْ وَقَرَضْتُمُ اللَّهَ قَرْضًا حَسَنًا لَأُكَفِّرَنَّ عَنْكُمْ سَيِّئَاتِكُمْ. So, if you fulfill these basic conditions, Allah said that I'm going to put all of my power at your disposal, and I will give you all kinds of victory and all kinds of conquests. So as they get close to Baytul Maqdis, which was the promised land, Musa alayhi salam sends these 12 people to go and gather some intelligence and see what type of people are there and what kind of people are they going to have to defeat in order to enter that land. Because there were some people who were stopping anyone from coming in, and they would definitely not let Bani Israil walk in and take over the land. So these 12 men, they came back and they said, oh, they're very powerful. In fact, some narrations say that they were arrested and they were barely managed to be released. They came back and told Musa alayhi salam what they saw, that these are tough people, they're very difficult to defeat. So Musa alayhi salam said, look, don't share this with the rest of Bani Israil. They're already very finicky and very, suspicious group of people. They're always filled with negative thoughts. So don't go and tell them this, otherwise they're going to walk out from this whole thing. They're going to get scared. But 10 of those men did not fulfill their promise, and they went and told their tribes anyways. 2 of them maintained the secret, and so Bani Israil started rebelling, and they said no. And Musa alayhi salam said, Ya qawm idkhulul arda al-muqaddasata allati kataba Allahu lakum. Enter this promised land. Allah has written it for you. It's yours. It doesn't matter who is there right now. Allah has written it for you. So they came back to Musa alayhi salam and said, Inna fiha qawman jabbarin. No, those are very tough people. Wa inna lan nadkhulaha hatta yakhruju minha. The only way we will go there is if they leave first. So those 2 men who had abided by Musa alayhi salam's instructions, they went and started trying to reason with them. قال رجلان من الذين يخافون أنعم الله عليهما ادخلوا عليهم الباب. They tried to reason with them. Look, you enter. فَإِذَا دَخَلْتُمُوهُ فَإِنَّكُمْ غَالِبُونَ. Once you enter, you will win. There is no way that those people can win. It doesn't matter how strong they seem to you at the moment. But this thought got stuck in their heads. And they said, no. إِنَّا لَن نَدْخُلَهَا أَبَدًا مَا دَامُوا فِيهَا. We're not going to go there forever or ever as long as those people live there. فَاذْهَبْ أَنْتَ وَرَبُّكَ فَقَاتِلَا إِنَّهَا هُنَا قَاعِدُونَ. You're very strong, O Musa. Your Lord is very strong. You and your Lord go and fight them. We're staying right where we are. This is an example of people using their own judgment in front of the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even though Allah is telling them that if you do this, you're going to win, you're going to be victorious, but they say, no, it doesn't make sense to us. It seems like we're going to lose. So basically what they were saying is that if this is given to us on a platter, we'll take it, but if we have to work for it, we're not interested. Even though Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had saved them from Fir'aun and his armies just like that. So their iman should have been very, very strong because they had seen the help of Allah with their eyes. But their iman was so weak that they felt that we can't do anything. And if Allah wants us to do this, then let Him do it for us and then we'll see later. Because of this mistake of theirs, now Musa a.s. got very scared. He went to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and said, oh Allah, please don't send your punishment on all of us. Saying, oh Allah, I have no control over them. لا أملك إلا نفسي وأخي. I can control myself, I have control over my brother Harun. But oh Allah, don't treat us with the same outcome as you're going to treat, because Allah and Musa a.s. knew that now the punishment of Allah is about to come. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala announced, إِنَّهَا مُحَرَّمَةٌ عَلَيْهِمْ أَرْبَعِينَ سَنَةً يَتِيهُونَ فِي الْأَرْضِ. Now they have been set back from entering that land. It is haram for them to enter. Yani it is impossible for them to enter that place now. For the next 40 years they're going to wander about lost in the deserts. And that's exactly what happened. For 40 years those people wandered around. An entire generation of people died at that time. They wandered, they could not find their way. So for 40 years they wandered about in the deserts, back and forth, in circles, over and over and over again. 40 years later, and in this time Musa a.s. passed away, Harun a.s. passed away, and then at the hands of one of the disciples of Musa a.s., whose name was Yusha, then they conquered Bayt al-Maqdis 40 years later. So the big lesson here is whenever we use our own judgment and go against the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there will always be a setback. We can never move forward breaking the command of Allah, compromising the command of Allah. It will only push us back. And right now, we as Muslims need the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We can't afford to be pushed back. We can't afford to be set back. That's why whenever an instruction comes from Allah, an instruction comes from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we should be the first ones to run and fulfill that instruction, to meet that commandment, to fulfill that commandment. If we do, we'll be bringing ourselves forward and other people forward. And if we don't, we'll be bringing ourselves back and also be pulling others back with us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save us and give us the ability to make the right choices and the right decisions. Wa sallallahu wa sallam wa baraka ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in.